All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders who taught me this truth. Peace and sincerity to your elect scattered all over the globe. Shalom. I'm back at you with a short lesson. Well, not a short lesson. All right. I saw this surfacing. Some of the brothers had made lessons on it and did videos on them. And I just want to, do my piece on it. Okay, because this is not a game. All right. and this is the devil, man. All right. And when I say this is the devil, I'm talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. Okay. He is the biblical Edomites. All right. And you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are the biblical Israelites. All right. The Hebrew Israelites. Okay. Your forefathers go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and even before that with Noah, all right, and Adam, okay? We are the true people of the living power, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, all right? Now, I'm going to do this video. It's 21 minutes. I was briefly watching a video, and, it was very, lengthy. But it had a lot of good information in there, all right? And that's what we're going to watch, and we're going to listen, all right? And, 2/3 of our people, Jake, all right, they're going to get caught up in this, all right? And they're going to be destroyed, okay? They're going to get caught up, and they're going to be destroyed, man, all right? Because you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you don't get it. 2/3, you don't get it, okay? All right, let me get this. Revelations 13 and 16, and I'm going to do a second part. I was supposed to, initially do a lesson on the MOTB, with things that's been popping up and happening and, them moving forward with this. But I'm going to do another lesson on that, Lord willing. All right, so Revelations 13 and 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Okay. Next verse. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. Next verse. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it's the number of a man. Okay. And his number is 600, 666. All right. And we know who the beast is. We know who's in control of the beast. Esau, Edom, so-called white man. Okay. And they're going to implement a complete technological enslavement of the people. All right. As I've done in, other videos on the MOTB, and they took one of my lessons down, but I'm going to do another one. That's why I got to do a part 2. Right. But this, I just had to do it. Okay. Because this is what is coming. All right. This is very close. They're already pushing out cashless society. All right. Everything is going digital. All right. Only a matter of time before a next catastrophe or whatever they have planned. All right. To fully implement this. All right. Whether it's the economy crashing, the dollar crashing, some attack, that they're going to implement and blame it on someone or, some type of madness. Okay. But this is what is coming. Okay. And 2/3 of our people, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you're going to get caught up in this. All right. Let me just get that before I get this. This is why you're going to get caught. Okay. Hosea 4 and 6. Right. My people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. And that's what our people done. 2/3, they have rejected knowledge. Okay. They don't want to hear the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They don't want this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. They don't want it. They want to live in the world of Esau, Edom. They love this wicked, perverse world. They love it. Okay? And the Lord is going to destroy them. All right? Roughly paraphrasing, whosoever loved the world, the love of the Father is not in them. Okay? And 2/3 of our people are lovers of this world. They love this world. They do not like they don't love the ways of the Lord. All right? Which are righteous. All right? To them, the laws of the Lord are grievous. Slakia. Right? Hosea 4:6, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing that thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, right? I will also forget thy children, all right? And the Lord said, hold on. Wait, sorry, Slakia. Let me get that before I get this. I will also keep you right. Yeah, right here, right? Revelations 3:10, right? And because this is what's coming, and this is Lord Yahushua speaking, right? This is what's coming, all right? The MOTB, the Revelations 13 and 16 on down, right? This is what is coming, all right? Revelations 3:10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. And this is the time that's coming, all right? The hour of temptation. Are you going to bow the knee? All right? Are you going to bow the knee to Satan, to Baal? Are you going to bow the knee? Right? Or are you gonna acknowledge the ways of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai and trust on the Lord? That's what it comes to, having faith and trust on the Lord. Right? So Revelations 3:10, and I'll hit the clip. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience. That's what the elect is doing. Right? Keeping the word of the Lord's patience. Keeping to his ways. All right? Trusting on the Lord. Right? I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world. Right? To try them that dwell upon the earth. And 2/3 of our people are going to get, they're finished.
Here's a question. Would you let someone implant a microchip into your hand if you would receive $2,000 a month in return for getting a chip put in your hand? You heard me right. We'll give you universal basic income, basically, 2,000 euros, $2,000 a month, if you allow us to put a microchip in your hand. That's exactly what's about to happen as part of the rollout of the central bank digital currencies. That's a carrot for them to rope you into this mess. We'll get to that part of the story in a minute, the chip implantation process. Not the corn chip, as Dan said in our chat, but a actual metallic tracking chip. But a new report just published this week by the Bank for International Settlements explains how our new digital money system is about to work. We've been warning you that this was coming for a long time on this show. Also, we weren't the only ones predicting this. It was predicted in a little book. You might have heard of it, called The Bible, The Mark of the Beast. For one thing, this is how this new system would operate. According to them, the Bank for International Settlements, the new reserve currency, forget the dollar as you know it, basically. This will be the new reserve currency, which is how they want to label it and how they are labeling it. This would be used to settle all transactions. As everyone moves away from the U.S. dollar right now, this seems like perfect timing to be moving to this new system. So are they purposefully torpedoing the U.S. dollar in preparation for a global new reserve currency?
And yes, they are. All right. And I didn't mean to stop it, but what you have to understand, all right, is that it's the banks, all right? Because remember, this is what the prophecy said. Revelations 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead, and that no man might buy or sell. Okay? And these are the banks that are issuing this forth. These are the banks. The banks are who controls the buying and selling, right? And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark. So you're going to need this mark in order to buy or sell, because that's the time we're going to go into, all right? Where if you do not have this charagma, all right, the MOTB, this implantable device, right, that's going to track you, right? It's going to track everything you do, right? They're gonna know your passport, your keys are gonna be on it. Everything about you is gonna be on that chip, all right? And they're gonna be issuing you a UBI, a universal basic income, all right? Where they're like, oh, basically like, you get this chip, we'll pay you this much amount a month, all right? But they don't tell you, they're gonna explain it. But this is the devil, man, all right? This is the devil.
One might wonder, right? We don't believe in conspiracy theories around here, but you have to wonder. It could include the confiscation of all property, physical property. By assigning it, every item would receive a real world. Every real world item would receive its own unique digital token. So, what do you guys think about this? Right, this idea that they could. I'm not saying they're going to. But your car, your house, all of these sort of physical items that need a token process, you have to get them digitally tokenized in order for you to claim ownership of these items. No more selling cars without a digital token, right? No black market of selling cars. They all have to be tokenized. They all have to have a digital tracking ID to know exactly who owns them through this, what they call this transparent process.
So it's like a blockchain for the world.
Right. I mean, it would be on the blockchain, right? Everyone would be given a tokenized digital ID. And I'll explain more about exactly the tokenization process in a moment. But basically, the idea that if you don't comply with this, then we're going to take your property and tokenize it ourselves is the idea. And they won't come out and say this, but that's exactly what some people are worried about, is that they would take your items, they would take your physical property and do it for you, or confiscate it altogether if you're not willing to comply. And think of it like contraband. It would be considered contraband. Imagine trying to go through the airport or airport security with that laptop that you didn't have tokenized, so there's no digital footprint of it. Oh, what is that? What is that item that you're carrying there? Why do you have that there? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't have it registered with the government. I don't have a digital ID for that item? No worry, we'll take it off your hands. So your digital wallet, your car, your house, your laptop, your phone, all of it assigned a digital token. Inside those tokens would be a set of rules for how each item can and cannot be used, so that each person can be controlled and conditioned directly by the central bank. You've used your digital wallet to buy your allotment of beef or chicken this month, you're cut off. You're cut off. Your wallet is not limited. Your wallet is now limited until next month. And by the way, you think this is like a conspiracy theory. The Federal Reserve, literally on their website, loves and talks about the benefits of expiring currency, the expiration of currency. And hey, China's already doing it in part. So there's already limitations and expiration of currency. We already have this. And the Fed is openly talking about this on their website. Think this is a dream? Okay, just wait until it happens. Let's actually let them describe. So here is, after this Bank of International Settlements rolled this out last week, here is their tokenization process in their own words. Just watch sort of let me know if you think that this is creepy in any way. Watch.
Tokenization is more than just a digital representation of money and assets. It involves digital representation on a programmable platform, which means that tokens can incorporate the rules and logic governing transfers, as well as the information about the asset itself. Now, currently, money and other claims reside in separate databases that are connected through third-party messaging systems, meaning that transactions need to be reconciled separately before being settled with finality. Tokenization makes all this one seamless operation. Tokenization is well suited to resolve incentive and information problems. Think of an example where a buyer would like to pay when the goods are delivered, while the seller would like to deliver the goods when the buyer pays. Tokenization can solve this problem by executing both transactions at the same time.
So
Two real-world applications.
So they talk about this. They talk about this tokenization as solving these problems, right? It involves the representing the ownership rights of real-world assets as digital tokens on a blockchain. In other words, you own a car, and that's confirmed because there's a digital token saying you do, and it's confirmed on the blockchain. You wouldn't need to go do title searches and all of your antiquated things like that when selling your car. It's already on the blockchain and confirmed that you own it. It's a digital certificate of authenticity. They'll sell it to us as a way to speed up the banking process, as he was just doing, as Hui Shin was just doing. Right now, there are 10 steps in order to wire money to someone. It's long, especially if you're not using your bank. Like if you're, doing a wire from like Bank of America to PNC Bank, there are multiple steps. Each bank needs to verify that you are in fact sending the money. They need to basically send a request. So now tokenization and CBDCs would wire money that can do this in one step, one verification process instead of 10 steps. So it sounds great. That's how they will sell it to us. It's easy. It's faster. But what if government controls the blockchain? And what if the main currency is a central bank digital currency run by the Fed? And you want to use Bitcoin? You want to use Dogecoin? You want to use cash? Sorry, that's outlawed now. You can't do that. Oh, you're using this illegal currency? Sorry, you're going to jail. We already see the move towards trying to get rid of digital currency that's not run by the federal government. They don't like Bitcoin. They absolutely don't like a lot of these other cryptocurrencies. Sorry, that's outlawed. You need to use America's digital currency or the EU's digital currency. That is controlled by a central power. You don't need to imagine it because it's already happening. But more importantly, it's all about the control. Buried towards the end of this report is this nugget on who would control these transactions. And again, this is why no one's covering this story, because it's nuanced and it takes time to explain this all. So you're just going to wind up one day with this thing in your wallet, a digital wallet, and no one's going to explain this to you. In this report, buried deep in this, like 40 pages deep, I stumbled across this. The governance section of a unified ledger could follow existing arrangements whereby central banks and regulated private participants take part in governance under established rules. For example, when money and payments are involved in a ledger, the central bank will necessarily play a role as the provider of the ultimate settlement asset. Its specific involvement in governance arrangements could take various forms, much as it does in the case of traditional payment systems, where public ownership, regulation, and oversight, as well as private mutual ownership, are viable options. So, in other words, the Fed will play a necessary role as the provider and the ultimate settlement decider in these transactions. So the central bank, of course, will control these transactions. And it means that it represents trillions of dollars in potential transactions of these governments. They stand to make a lot of money. And according to the report released just recently by the Global Financial Markets Association, this is the Boston Consulting Group and others, estimate as part of this report, look here on your screen, the value of tokenized illiquid assets will increase from roughly $0.3 trillion in 2022 to $16 trillion in transactions by 2030. That in 7 more years, we will jump up by almost $15.5 trillion in additional settlements. Richard Werner is an economist who is a World Economic Forum insider. Think of him as a whistleblower against these globalists. He was chosen by Klaus Schwab at the time as a global leader. Here he explains how the CBDC, or central bank digital currency, will start off on our phones as an app, but then move to something far more nefarious. An implant in your hand. Yes, a chip in your hand.
All right. Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. All right. And that right grievousness which they have prescribed. And what did he just say? What did he just say? Let's get it again. He just spoke Revelations 13 and 16. And he calls us all. Because everybody uses the bank. Right? Everybody needs to make money to keep their money, to do all these things, all these transactions and stuff like that. That's how that's how you keep your livelihood. That's how you buy your food, your groceries. That's how you take care of your children. They know they're gonna use it as a weapon, all right, to have you bow the knee to Baal, man. All right. And he calls us all, who's the he? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. And he calls us all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand. And that mark is an etching, a cutting in the flesh. Okay? You're gonna cut into your flesh with that, with those I can't even say it because, you know, to get striked, but listen, it's an etching in the flesh. That's what it means. Okay? A cutting in the flesh, all right, in their right hand or in their foreheads, okay, because that's how they're going to be able to track you, trace you, all right. Your money and all of your information is going to be in the chip, okay.
Listen.
And what people don't mention is, what do these CBDCs actually look like? You know, at the moment, there's a bit of talk about this being phone-based apps. And yes, that is the initial phase. But what was already ready around 2015 is the ultimate goal. What they really want, apparently, I was told by a central banker, is, you know, CBDCs looks like a small grain of rice that they want to put under your skin, which is, in my view, a violation of human dignity. And they realize...
Oh, man, let me just get this, man. Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, and his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, because we know, all right? We know what the devil's up to. We know what the devil's plans is through the scriptures. All right? A prudent man foreseeth the evil. This is evil. Okay? This is evil. Okay? And hideth himself. But the simple, 2/3 of our people and the rest of these heathens, all right, that are not that don't understand what the hell's going on, that's just living their day-to-day life. They think life is just gonna keep going and going and going and going, not realizing that the devil is putting his hands around their neck slowly. All right, but the simple pass on our punishment. They're gonna be punished through Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai. The Lord is gonna punish them. All right, they're gonna get destroyed with the holy angel. Yahweh Shai comes, the holy angels. Thermonuclear missiles, they're going to get destroyed. All right? They're going to get completely and utterly destroyed, man. Hold on. Let me just get this. It's okay. Right? Zechariah 13:8. And it shall come to pass, okay, that in all the land, saith the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die. And that 2 parts are 2/3 of our people. Okay, 2 out of every 3 Negro, Latino, and Native American man, woman, and child are gonna perish, man. Okay, but the 3rd, right? 1 out of every 3 Negro, Latino, Native American man, woman, and child shall be left therein. All right, they're gonna come through the fire. Let me get the next verse on that. All right, next verse. And I will bring the 3rd part through the fire. Right, when them thermonuclear missiles are coming over here. The chariots are going to beam up the elect into those chariots, okay? While the 2/3 and the rest of these heathens perish here in that fire, man, all right? And I will bring the 3rd part through the fire and will refine them as silver is refined and will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name and I will hear them, right? And I will say, it is my people, and they shall say, the Lord Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai is my God, is my power. Okay? Because a lot of people are going to get destroyed behind this, man.
There is a hurdle. So to get people to accept this, there will be, you know, why suddenly all the billionaires saying, let's have universal basic income? Because the story is going to be, oh, now we've created this vast unemployment and disruption and crises. Well, we need universal basic income. You will get 2,000 euros into your account every month. But of course, to run this efficiently, we need to use the latest technology. So, you know, you need the CBDC chip implant.
Okay. So you get this universal basic income.
Right. That's the
But
carrot.
you can't actually then make any more than that. That will be like you have to have what everybody has. Then.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you make more money than that, or you probably have to qualify at a certain threshold. But would you be willing to go along with? This is the question, and it's going to work.
I guess
There's
that's
gonna be
my
so many people.
extrapolation. Is like the scary part is this becomes the Hunger Games. You just get your portion, right? And then you have no rights to anything above that.
And I think when, like we talked about it before, it's like it's going to target the poorest people because they're the ones that are going to be wanting to get on board with this because it's going to make life easier for them. It's like you get this stipend plus your income, and this is going to make it easier for you.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think this is going to work.
All right, and it is going to work. All right, it's going to work on the 2/3. Okay, and the rest of these heathens, but 2/3. That's who's going to work on. All right, because you heard what he said. All right. When they made this, there's gonna be basically like a benefit. You can see how it's gonna be easy for them to get this done, right? Hey, you take this chip, I'll give you $2,000 every month on top of what you're already making. I'll give you another $2,000 every month for all the people that have this. All right. Who you think that's mostly for? You niggas in the hood. You niggas with 7 children in a 2-bedroom house, in a 2-bedroom apartment. Right? Who you think they're gonna, yo, man, they're targeting the women, the men, but it's mostly the women that it's gonna go for, man. Okay? Because these women have children, no fathers, all right? And they're gonna accept the benefits like they always did. Okay? They're gonna take the benefits, man, because it's gonna be a benefit. Oh, I can just get chipped up. Oh, yeah. What? Oh, you think they're not going to take it? You think Jake not going to take it? You think Jake in the hood not going to take it? All right. Now, eventually, it's going to be all right, except the elect. All right. It's going to be all eventually. Okay. Because once the economy crashes, once the dollar crashes, they're going to come up with a new system. Right. That's what they're trying to do. All right, they're trying to destroy the old system and bring in the new. Okay, and in order to do that, they have to get the dollar out of the way. All right.
Income, and this is going to make it easier for you.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think this is going to work. And this is how they will get people. We will put you on a universal basic income, and you will be given a certain set of parameters how you can use this income. And by the way, you're going to have to get a chip in your hand for tracking. That's how you will access it, right? And additionally, you will then you will be capped at certain purchases. Your carbon footprint will be tracked. What are you buying? Where are you going? And the idea, of course, that, oh, this is only for purchases. We won't be able to track your physical location, your where.
What did he just say? This will only be for purchases, buying and selling. Revelations 13 and 16. Y'all got to wake the hell up. All right. These are the people who are in charge. These are the people who move the world in the way it's going. These Edomites. All right. These are the people, the wicked elite of Esau, Amalek. All right. These are the people that moves your life in the direction that it goes. Okay. They've been given the blessing for the earth, to have the earth for a short period of time. Okay? Revelation 13 and 16, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, in the brain chips. All right? But mostly people are going to get it in their hands. All right? The brain chips are just for the people who are like quadriplegic or completely paralyzed from the neck down, or, they don't have hands, or, they have some disability. That's for them. All right. Revelation 13 and 17. And that no man or woman might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. All right. So you're going to need this mark in order to buy and sell. All right. And this is what they're pushing to you. All right. They're pushing complete evil. All right.
Whereabouts? Really? Communication, how is it being tracked? Is it Bluetooth, near field communication? I just walk up and tap it against any kind of like a soda machine. We've already seen them rolling it out at different grocery stores. We see people in Sweden are jumping on board with this, wanting to use this on a regular basis. So there's people already electing to use this, wanting to use this. And they'll do this with the promise of basic income. $2,000 a month. Would you do it? Let us know in the chat if you would do that. This is not some fever dream, by the way. Where did this come from? This was explained in great detail by Klaus Schwab himself in 2016. Listen.
Aujourd'hui, au bout de ça, on parle de puces qu'on pourra s'implanter. Ce sera quand ça?
Certainement dans les 10 années à venir. Et d'abord, on va les implanter dans nos vêtements, c'est-à-dire wearables, comme on le dit. Et après, on pourrait s'imaginer qu'on les implante dans nos cerveaux.
Oh my gosh. Listen to this, man. The man said, and then we could imagine that we will implant them in our brains, all right? Or in the skin, okay? And he calleth all, both small and great, Slakia, and small and great, and they have Neuralink, all right? The FDA just cleared Neuralink to do tests on humans, which they were already doing, all right? But they cleared them for the brain chips, man. All right? And he calleth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, in their heads, in their brains. All right? In their brain, not in their little forehead, in their brain. Okay?
Ou dans notre peau.
These are the people, these are the people who are in control of the world. Okay? They're the ones that's in control of the world. They're the one running the show. These Edomites. These are the Edomites, man. Amalek. All right. All right. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. And I got to get that scripture next. All right. Where the scriptures call them the border of wickedness, man. All right. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Who's the wicked? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. These devils right here on the screen. All right? These devils. All right? It's a family of people. All right? It's not just, oh, it's one guy, two guys, three guys. No, it's an entire family. These guys just ran away with the blessing. All right? These are the ones that are on the top. Okay? We don't even see the true people who are pulling the strings. The ones we see like him, Klaus Schwab, Noah Harari, Bill Gates, Elon Musk, all of them. They work for the same people. All right? They're just the faces. They're just the faces that we get to see, that they show to us to push the madness, man. All right? Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? And this is the wicked right here, right? Let me just get that, man, because these are the wicked. All right, these are the wicked, the Edomites, the so-called white man. Okay, he ain't white, he red. Slack, give me a second here. Man, people are wicked, man. Let me just find it this way better. All right, these are the wicked, man. I believe it's in Obadiah. Is it? Slacky, let's try to find this real quick. People are completely wicked, man. So I wouldn't find that. Let me. Oh man, it wouldn't let me find it immediately. It's it's weird, but right, Malachi 4:1. Whereas Edom saith, these Edomites, them, his people, them, so-called white people, so-called white man. All right. These people who created that term white and black. All right. It's a social construct. Right. I believe it was 16. What was it? 1680s. I believe. I'm probably a little wrong on the like the exact number, but it was in the 1600s. All right. Sometime in the late 1600s, right, where they constructed the term white. Okay. Because when you think of something white, you think of something that's, like holy, right? Something good. But when you think about black, right, you think about something evil and dark and wicked. All right. And they did that purposely, all right, to hide themselves, okay, because they want to hide from their heritage and who they are. Okay. These are the Edomites, the biblical Edomites, because back then it wasn't, oh, you're black, you're white. They were called, this is an Edomite. This is a Jake. That's an Elamite. That's Moab. Okay, that's how we knew the nations. That's how the nations were known. But these devils got into power. All right. After the Dark Ages, they got into power in the Renaissance. All right, and they started changing. They started changing the times. They started changing people. All just going through the earth doing madness. All right, bring pseudoscience and all types of madness, man. All right, Malachi 4:1. Whereas Edom, these people saith, we are impoverished. All right. But we will return and build the desolate places. This is when they got took down. They got taken out of power, the Dark Ages. All right. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai of hosts. They shall build, but I shall throw down. And this is going to happen again. Okay. And they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai hath indignation forever. The Lord hates these devils. Okay? Jacob have I loved, Esau have I hated. He hates you, Edomites, man. All right? All these nations are our enemies, man. And they're all in cahoots together. They're all working together. Behind the scenes, they're all working together. All right? To keep us down, to keep the Israelites down, right? They got to keep us down. All right, with all this witchcraft and sorcery, money, cars, weave, eyelashes, these music videos that degrade and destroy our people, gang culture, drugs. All right, while they're at the top, okay, destroying the world. Okay, they're destroying the world. All right, the Lord gave these devils, all right, a certain period of time to rule. Okay, because we had to witness, right? Because after we fell, all right, from our power, all right, for doing wickedness and for not upholding the law like we should have, right, and been those people that we should have, right, governing and judging these wicked heathen, right? We started acting like the heathen, and the Lord told us to be not like follow not the heathen, the ways of the heathen, right? I'm gonna get back in the video after this. Just burned me up, man. All right. Yeah, Jeremiah. Right? Jeremiah 10:2. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, learn not the way of the heathen. Okay? And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. All right, that's why they worship all these gods, the sun, the moon, the water, the trees. This is what they were doing. Okay? When we know the one true power created it all. All right? But the Lord said, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, learn not the way of the heathen. That's what we did. We started learning the ways of the heathen. And we fell. Okay? And these devils are set up above us, man. All right? From the curses, man. These are the wicked, man. All right? And they have a plan to usurp the authority of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai in the ways of the Lord, man. And his people. All right?
Et à la fin, peut-être il y a une communication directe entre notre cerveau et le monde digital. Ce que nous voyons, c'est une sorte de fusion du monde physique, digital et biologique.
Yeah. You could also check out Klaus Schwab, right? That Q-tip head man, looking red man, right? You could go look him up when talking about the fourth industrial revolution. All right. This is coming. These are the people who are in control, who have power. Okay? These are the people who are in power. All right? The Lord gave them power for a short time. All right? Because righteousness is going to rule the kingdom of heaven. The Israelites, we're going to rule under Yahweh Shai, the 144 and the 1/3 until, all of Israel is back. Okay? And we're all going to live in righteousness. But the Lord had to let us see. He had to allow wickedness and evil to reign for a short period of time. All right? So he could teach us how to be judges. And now we know what's evil. We know what's evil. We've seen this is complete evil. Oh, my gosh.
Digital and biological.
What do you guys think? Am I the only one outraged by this? They want to inject this and to be able to control our monetary policy. I know this is a little hard for some people to swallow, but they are doing it, guys. I mean, this is what's coming out with this reserve currency. This will be, and I have to ask the question, I'll ask it again. Do you think they intentionally torpedoing the US dollar in favor of this currency? It makes it unattractive. And they want us to move away from cash to begin with. That's been the plan all along. But I mean, the writing is on the wall here, guys.
I don't know. This is the kind of thing that I want to sort of put aside and be like, no, until I cannot any longer.
Until they're knocking at your door. We're here for your chip installation.
Right.
Natalie, where's your hand?
I guess I'm more prone to consider something like this after the pandemic, as a
reality.
Yeah, as a reality.
It sounds so fantastical that like you would just like brush it off as being like that's just too crazy. But then again, I don't think it is. I don't think it is.
Yeah, given what we've been through now, it seems so a little too transparent. And who was it that? It was a singer who does these projects that sort of prepare us for futuristic endeavors, that does movie. You talked about this a long time ago. It was a lead singer from some band who does these fictional projects to prepare us for a science fiction reality movie projects.
Oh, are you talking about DeLong from formerly Blink 182?
Yeah. And so that sort of puts the idea in my head that like maybe we have been warned about this through fiction for a long time. And you can think of so many cautionary tales, Gattaca, Hunger Games, all of these.
The drip, sort of the drip feeding of it. I mean, but you don't even need fiction now in modern days. All you need to do is look at the Bible, and looking at this prediction of the mark of the beast and this idea of being able to track. So I don't know. I mean, and this is,
I don't know if that's a literal interpretation of mark of the beast, though. I mean, the mark of the beast is a sign of evil.
Yes, it is. She is through. Okay? Suffer not a woman to teach. Okay? She's through. Okay? That's what it means. It's in your face. It's like, what else is it?
Like a sign of, I'm not sure if it was, maybe my interpretation is a bit more literal than that, or figurative. Is that what do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, everyone in the chat is saying that, and that's, there are people saying the Bible, yes, the mark of the beast, the Bible. So is it, I don't know. We had some Bible scholars here.
I thought you had to sort of, you wouldn't just accidentally get or it wasn't for just the poorest, the mark of the beast was like something deliberate, more deliberate than that. But
more deliberate than what? Someone injecting you with a piece of...
Right, you don't just prey on people and then eat them up like the mark of the beast, right? You would get it more deliberately than that. So it doesn't just show up on people unless, I don't know. I'm just not sure how that
you know what else
plays
is
out.
scary
Yeah, what's scary?
Talk about what you're talking about right now, and then add in the millions of genetically modified mosquitoes that they're releasing into Florida, Texas. You know, we talk about being injected with things. It's like they don't leave much open for. It's like it seems conspiratorial, but like this stuff is happening lockstep with each other, and it's like they're like these people meet and they come up with these, like, these are brains that come together and think of how can we manipulate things. They know stats, they know data, and they are planning something specific, and they know exactly what they're doing, and they know how to do it through propaganda and like the things that getting people on board with these things by making it a convenience. So, you know, I fear that a majority of people are going to fall for this just based on the convenience alone.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I should couch the fact that I was raised a Jehovah's Witness, and I have read the book of Revelation many times. That faith takes it very literally. And the way that is taught is that the mark of the beast is for the non-believers, the sort of non.
And at the end of the day, these are propagandists as well. All right. These are, you know, just what's it called? Opposition, right? And, you know, it means what it says. All right. That's what it means. All right. There's no other interpretation. That is what it is. Okay? That is what it is.
Faith acceptors. And so you would have to opt into it as a bad person. It wouldn't just show up on all of us. If we were righteous, that does not seem to be the interpretation that people who were saying this in the chat subscribe to. So I would have to re-examine that. I didn't think that it was something that could just be for all of us.
Yeah.
She's stupid. Completely stupid. She's gonna take it. They're all gonna take it. They're all gonna take it. Okay? Because at the end of the day, they're not gonna want to lose their money and all the stuff that they did to reach to where they are. They're gonna take it. You heard what she said. She said if they had this post, the situation, it'd have been more better, suitable. She doesn't want to believe it is what it is because she's gonna take it. She's gonna want to keep her life, and this is why so many people are going to die. Can't even say that. This is why so many people are going to perish. All right. This is why so many of them are gonna perish. All right. Because they believe in a lie. I forgot the scripture I was gonna get because she doesn't want to believe it because she wants to keep. There we go. All right. Ooh. Yeah, I must get in the mark. Ooh, wait. I have so many of them I can get. I'm gonna get it in. I'm gonna get Mark and Matthew. Yeah, Lord Yahweh Shai. All right. So Mark 8:35. Whosoever will save his life shall lose it. But whosoever shall lose his life for my sake, and for the gospel, the same shall save it. And that's gonna be 2/3 of our people. And these heathens, people like her and him, right? Because it's going to come to a point, all right, where they're going to have no choice, all right? And in their worldly, carnal minds, they're going to weigh the options, all right? Do I want to lose everything, or do I want to still be able to keep everything, but still lose pieces of it, but I can still keep my life, right? I can still go out and party. I can still have my podcast. I can still do this. I can still do that, right? This is where they're going. This is where this is all going, okay? And then 2/3 of our people, all right, this is going to destroy them, especially, man, Jake is going to destroy Jake, man. This is going to destroy Jake, right? Because they're going to try to save their life. Imagine telling somebody this right now. Right? Imagine saying this. For whoever will save his life shall lose it, but whosoever shall lose his life for my sake and for the gospel, the shame shall save it. Slakia. Right? Tell a nigga that. Go tell a nigga that in the fucking hood. Right? Go tell go tell one of these niggas that's scamming and selling drugs, living a good life, have all these bitches. Go tell one of these women out here that's living the best life, driving all over the place in nice cars, wearing nice clothes, traveling. Tell them that. Go tell them that. All right? Matthew 16 and 25. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it. Right? And whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. That's the elect. All right? They already lost their life. All right, they're no longer, attached to this world, its ways. Okay, they're no longer attached to it. They're detaching from it. All right, they want a righteous kingdom, a righteous way of living. Right, but 2/3 and 90.9999% of these people, all right, they're gonna want to save their life. They're gonna because they love their life. The scripture said the elect, they won't love their life until the death. Okay, until the death. Okay, let me see if I can get that. Yep, let me get this. Romans 8 and 6. For to be carnally minded is death. And our people, 2/3 of our people are carnal minded. All right. They love this world. They love all of it. All right. For to be carnally minded is death. And that's what they're going to receive. All right. But to be spiritual minded is life and peace. All right. See if I get another one. See. And I'm gonna wrap it up, I can't find it. But you get the point. It's been acting weird and not letting me. But you get the point. All right? Hold on. Let me get this though. 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And this is one of the devices, man.
I'm not a biblical scholar.
Okay.
So I'm not.
Okay, we unintentionally stepped in something we didn't mean to. You said mark of the beast.
I'm just saying that this has been repeated over and over again, that this is, and that I'm repeating what the chat is saying here, that this is the mark of the beast, and that this is a admission or moving away from, from Jesus Christ, I guess, and wanting to say we'll just go along with the system. We will just become part of the system and be controlled by the system.
Okay, that much I can.
If that's,
I'm with you.
Yeah, they're gonna get destroyed, man. Like that's it. You already know. You already know where they are. Like you already know where they are just from how they talking, how they. Oh, you said it. We just from how they're saying it. Oh, I'm just talking about what they're saying. Yeah. You're gonna get destroyed, man, because they don't believe. Right? They don't believe that's what it is. All right. But this is gonna be the judgment that I'm gonna wrap it up. This is gonna be the judgment of whosoever takes the MOTB. All right. And this is to you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are the children, all right, of the living power, all right? You are the children of Israel. This message is for you. Well, not for 2/3, for the elect. This message is for you, right? As well as condemnation for 2/3 of our people who will not get this message, who will not hear this message and perish, All right. Revelations 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. Right? Next verse. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of God, which is poured without mixture into the cup of his indignation. He shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. So the judgment for taking this MOTB is you're going to eat a missile. You're going to eat a thermonuclear missile. All right. And oh man, you're going to eat a thermonuclear missile in front of the angels and Yahushua when he comes back. All right. And saves the elect, the 1/3. All right. We're all going to witness it. All right. We're going to watch this place get completely Babylon the Great, right? And these other places around the world get completely annihilated. All right. Hold on. Let me get that. My favorite. Let me just get that. Psalms 91:8, I believe. I'm going to end it here. Psalms 91:8. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, right? And that's going to be the elect, all right? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, all right? It's going to be the elect, all right? So I'm going to wrap it up one more time. Psalms 91:8. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. And with that, I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone to the elders and the apostles who preach your way in sincerity and truth all over the globe. Peace and sincerity unto the elect scattered all over the globe. Shalom.